that's revenge. So now they
It's week 12 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Again, it's Taylor. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau will give them a sweep of the season series. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage. That play good for 30 and a first. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Vikings had 7-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's Prescott. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And again, it's Prescott. It's caught, Lockett. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this.
Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Minnesota. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
The inside give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Room here to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In motion left goes a tight end. Throwing on second down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Tenth carry now for Elliott. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A dump off to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And some room to roam now. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Stafford on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack on first down, Stafford, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a two-touch
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go to Elliott again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Gay's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the draw is Taylor. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 137 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Fourth down, Prescott. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it's a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn on field and gain any yardage.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott off play action. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break? They're out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because it's...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Personal foul.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One last throw here for Stafford. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see